Conversation with Dmon Drizzy. And this is my boy Dmon. I'm Drizzy. And this is episode 11.
Yes, man, we back with another episode. Y'all been seeing us have guests the past couple episodes, but today it's just gonna be us. So today we're gonna be diving into, how our year been going, how 2026 been going, and then we're gonna discuss our experience on Cappin, because we done had some cast members discuss their experience on Cappin. So we're gonna be talking about our experience with Cappin, and we're just gonna be talking about what's been going on in the world, man. So just to start this off, before we start, bro. I got one of my homeboys on Facebook by the name of Tyler Lee. He been battling some mental health issues. I want to shout him out. Shout out Tyler, bro. Keep your head up, man. Don't let nothing bring you down. Man, stay positive. I know you moved to another state. Man, stay motivated, bro. Stay motivated always. Like, don't let nothing bring you down, bro. Shout out to you, bro. But I just wanted to do that. Cause man, I seen he made a post and he was just talking about giving up. And I was like, it was crazy. I was like, we was just discussing mental health last year. Yeah. And people don't understand mental health is really real, bro. So
serious, man.
It is. And I just wanted to shout him out before we get started with what we got going on today. But man, let me just say the last podcast we did with Nick, oh man,
that's crazy.
Did you expect him to go deep?
Nah,
about his stepdad like that?
Nah, I didn't know he was gonna get too deep. I thought he was gonna be goofy, funny and stuff.
Yeah.
Got deep. I was like, what you doing, boy?
He got the time my stitches. I'm like, whoa. He had to give him stitches. Like,
I was like, hold on, dude. Let me get this out of my chest.
I said, whoa. I said, well, I got a feeling we ain't gonna be able to post this because
I feel too.
But overall, I enjoyed him. Shout out to Nick. Oh yeah, shout out to Style Killers, man. That was a dope interview too. And
amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed their company. And man, y'all gonna be surprised. We got some more amazing people that's gonna be on here. But like I say, we're gonna discuss 2026. So I wanted to just to start off, and I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. Man, one goal I am happy that we have accomplished this year is finishing our first film, our first movie, The Get Back. First, shout out to the person behind the camera. Shout out to Christian. Man, she been capturing all the amazing moments. Our podcast is our first movie. Hey,
yeah, without her, it's not really possible for real.
Man, shout out to her. Like, it's dope. We went from being at the casino, getting kicked out the casino parking lot, had the police called on us.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah, that's another.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
That's another story. But yeah, man, we done been through a lot trying to film this movie, but we finally got it finished. So that's one goal that we accomplished. Then 2026 has been going good, so far. I know we talking about doing skits. We ain't putting no skits out yet, but we've been brainstorming ideas. But the first big goal is, finishing the Get Back and
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I feel like the soundtrack's gonna be dope. We're gonna have some dope tracks on there, and I can't wait to see how everything come together. But I'm gonna ask you, bro, with the Get Back, what was your favorite part? What was your whole favorite part about the film and the movie? What was your favorite part of it?
Like I said, everybody coming together to complete this film. This is a special. like the last scene we wrapped up, that was a pretty cool scene. So I feel like that was like probably my favorite, like scene, the last part. So I really liked that one. So
yeah, man.
enjoyed that one.
Man, everybody did an amazing job, and I feel like the storyline. Once we get it out there, people gonna love the storyline. They gonna be wanting the part 2. Yeah, we did a good job on that, man.
We gotta keep doing this and other projects come together. Make magic. Sure.
Man, then we got our SMA Springer finna hit the streets, and I know that's gonna be dope. And I was just talking to Chef about that yesterday. I think the main colors we should start with is black, red, and green.
Right.
I think that'll be the main colors that we can start with, and we could probably. I know I was hollering at Christian about a commercial. I think we should do a dope commercial, and we should run some ads. I think that'd be dope.
That would be dope.
But what's something you want to see 2026? We finished the film. We got some skits that we finna do, and I know we finna have an Easter event this month, giving back to the kids. What's something you want to see us accomplish this year?
Like you said, I'm gonna get back on our skits, because I feel like our skits we were doing good. And we stopped for a minute, we're losing momentum, but I feel like if we get back on our skits, we're gonna get our momentum back and we're gonna kill it. So that's why I feel like I was talking about that skit about you, like broke nightmare.
Yeah.
You waking up broke, you lost everything. So that was a dope skit.
Yeah, I know we discussed a lot of this and goals for 2026, but yeah, man, I feel like 2026 still is gonna turn out to be a pretty good year. We just gotta, like I said, keep our head in the game and stay focused. And oh yeah, man, shout out to Go Crazy Leo. I see he nominated. He in the final round. In the St. Louis Arts, the St. Louis Awards program. Hey, bro, Leo, keep doing your thing, big dog. Man, I've been knowing him since 2021. I know Leo when he wasn't even a big name yet. Now he working with big names out here. So salute to you, King. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, man, I love to see it. It's a blessing, to see your people winning. You know what I'm saying.
You don't want to see nobody. You don't want to hate.
No.
We ain't hating. We just want everybody to win. So.
Yeah, and it's enough money out here for all us to eat, bro. So
no gatekeeping or nothing.
Yeah, man. But man, let's dive into Cappin, bro. So we had the celebration a few weeks ago, and I know we had Imani and Liko on her to share their experience of the show. I want you to tell me, bro, from I know we knew that Cappin was never supposed to be in a series. It always supposed to be in a short film. I want you to be honest, and I want you to be 100. Did you really think that Cappin was going to turn out to be successful as it did? Because we brought in 5,000 views for the first season.
Well, when we first did it, I didn't know. It was just an exciting thing to do, But as we, kept going with it, everybody was doing good, killing their scenes. I feel like, it was going to be something special. So that's how I knew it was going to be special.
Man, yeah. What, because all this is supposed to have been just a short film. Mm-hmm. Just think about I wonder if it would have just been a short film, how it really would have turned out. I think it still would have did good.
Yeah, still good.
Yeah.
I feel like either way, it was a short film, TV series, we would have did great. Both of them, to be honest with you.
But man, bro, what's crazy is, well, it ain't crazy, but you was people's favorite character though. Like, people love your character, bro. They did.
I'm humbled. I don't know how I was owing people money, man. I had to owe people money.
Yeah.
That's not who I want to be.
You owed a couple people money, bro, and they weren't playing about their money.
I was just trying to get some pizza. They came over me. I was like, what you doing? You showing me against the wall, man. He really wanted his money. I was like, I don't got it right now.
Yeah, you owed the artist like $1,000, didn't you?
I had to call the body.
Yeah. She left you for Nick. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, you were a lot of people's favorite character, bro. And I think like I said, people we didn't expect this our first time, doing a series. We lost a couple of people along the road, and like I said, I remember TC, and I remember around episode 1, he told me, y'all's the same people y'all start with, y'all not gonna finish with. Everybody not gonna ride the journey out with you. So that's what this business come with. You're gonna lose people, you're gonna gain people, but the worst thing you can do is quit.
Right. But we lost people, but they ain't stop us. Like I say, show must go on, bro. Like we gotta keep going. Stuff like that always gonna happen.
And I feel like I just feel like you learn from your mistakes. This first season, if it was worth to dive into a second season, I feel like we did gain it. We got a little bit more experience with our characters. Now we know what to expect.
Right.
Now we know how to approach certain situations. So I feel like if we did do a season 2, now we know a little bit more of what to expect.
Both sides, on the screen and the business side. Yeah. So.
Now, when we had Lika up here, she had mentioned she left. She had to depart from the series because of her religion. And shout out to Lika, by the way. I respect that. I like how the way she did that, because she could have left and not saying that. She could have left and not even told us why. Yeah. But I respect the way she did that, and I'm against nobody religion or what they want to do. So I respect how she did it. And she was saying if, we do something a little bit more on the positive side, right, she'll be down with it. But like I said, Lika been rocking with the brand since, we went by a different name.
Right.
So Lika's been a day one supporter, and that's one thing. That's why I was like, we had to get on the show. Because I feel like she been rocking with the team, you know what I'm saying? So, people eventually grow into do things, and right, they don't always want to do the same thing, and you just gotta respect it. Unfortunately, you just gotta respect it, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna disrespect why she left. I understand, her religion. She want to do something positive. Not saying we don't do nothing positive, but something on a positive, more positive, I guess.
So what? I will say this. What? Well, I'm gonna ask you this. What was your favorite out the whole series? What was your favorite episode and why?
It's like the one with me and Donna was at the table talking.
Oh, the counseling session.
Yeah, I feel like, I wouldn't say we went deep a little bit, but I feel like, I don't know, I just like that scene. I felt like it was a serious scene and stuff. It was funny, but I felt like it had a little serious part to it. That's why I like that scene. That's why I like the scenes we all like Joan and Joe too. Nick and Chef.
Yeah, I keep saying, man, them two are funny together.
Mm-hmm.
They are a funny duo.
That's just them every day. That's them off camera.
Mm-hmm. But I remember the first day we started shooting Cappin. Oh man, we was trying to remember a script, and that's the day I learned, man, don't try to force no script on nobody, because we was trying to remember a script and we was forgetting our lines, and that's when I learned you can follow a script, but you can do it in your own way.
Right.
That's why anybody we work with, like I tell them, you know, you can bring, if you want a script, we can give you one. But what we like to do is give you a script, but you do it in your own way. Don't force a script on nobody.
Like improv, like freestyle. You know, it's just words on paper. You can do your own thing a similar way to the page, but doing it in your own way. You know, that's what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound like a robot. You're just reading stuff off the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. Can I ask you this, bro? What is your favorite scene? Okay.
Favorite scene? Okay, I like, personally, I like, what was my favorite one?
There's a lot of good episodes.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think it might have been the first episode when you was in the car. Shout out to Kent when when you asked him for money and he told you need to go get a sign and stand on the corner. I think, I like that scene with you and Kent. That was funny.
I wasn't trying to be no trick though, man.
Nah, I know. You don't want to be like Tricky Nick, man. Nah, bro. But but I think that was probably like my favorite scene with you and Kent in the car before you went to the studio.
Yeah, that was a good episode too.
Yeah, episode 1. Yeah.
Even the last episode, what was that? The Dmon Loop.
Yeah. Yep.
So like those episodes.
Yeah, bro. Man, we had a good cast first season, bro. We had a pretty decent cast. Like I said, we lost some people, but that's what come with this business, though.
Just lesson learned, man. Just we do better next season.
Yeah. And I remember, and a couple days ago, I literally just posted the scene from, and another one of my favorite episodes was the third episode when Imani came in and when Leaky's wig got snatched. And I literally just posted that scene and it's at 2K. It's hit 2K in less than a week. So that go to show you, like, stuff like that, people are going to tune into it because that's what sells these days. Unfortunately, drama is what sells. Like, look at the whole T.I. 50 Cent situation. Look what's going on with that. But like I say, my take on that is, well, everybody know 50 a troll. Everybody know 50 he turns on people down, and that's just who he is. But you gotta realize, bro, not everybody not gonna take that lightly. You know, you mentioning Tiny, she ain't do nothing to you, so her family, they have a right to step up.
But I would say this, King, you know, the son, he did say something disrespectful to 50 Cent, 50 Cent mom not here no more,
Yeah.
He didn't go that far, but I understand because 50 talk about his mom, but I just don't agree about talk about the dead and stuff like that.
Nah, you're not supposed to disrespect the dead, but it was just anger. It was just anger at him coming at his mom. But I agree with that, don't disrespect the dead,
we respect both of them. We love 50, we love T.I., That was a legend, so no disrespect to him, but,
Yeah, man. I think 50 has definitely met his match. Yeah.
We haven't said nothing lately, so.
Nah, man.
T.I. been going, the whole family has been going at him, so.
Well, who you think got a better catalog though, 50 or T.I.? I think Tip got a better catalog. If we talking about now, I think because T.I. still putting music out.
Right, yeah, he still got relevant, TV shows and all that.
I like that new joint he got with Pharrell. Pharrell produced. Shout out to Pharrell. Pharrell produced the beat. The joint I let you hear. Yeah.
Where they shoot that on? He said on a yacht.
He said he played. They was in the studio on the yacht and he just playing beats. And that beat.
Crazy.
Yeah, beat dope. Pharrell a dope producer anyway, so yeah, that's the GOAT.
Timbaland too.
Yeah, shout out to Timbaland. Yeah, man. You know, him and Pharrell are related. If a lot of people didn't know that, them two are related.
That's not even shocking because they both amazing. You know, beat makers, producers, and all that.
And you got to remember Timbaland produced for Aaliyah. Him and Missy was writing songs for Aaliyah. So,
Virginia. Virginia right there.
Man, I want to go to Virginia one day. I would love to. I've never been to Virginia. I would love to go there one day. Man, shout out to our brother Lyrical in the ATL too. He rock with SMA heavy. We we supposed to be going to Atlanta in April. We got a podcast coming up with him, and I know that's gonna be dope. We gonna, I remember every time I used to go to Atlanta, I used to try to link up with bro, and he would be busy because he got his own label and all that. But yeah, man, bro doing his thing. He like I said, he got the label and he pushing his artists. So he always grinding, and I love to see it, bro. I love to see my people winning.
That boy can rap too. Freestyle.
Oh yeah, bro. I just love Atlanta, bro. I just love the culture. I just feel like the times that we have been there, I just love the atmosphere, bro, because it's just a good place to network, and it's the Black Hollywood.
Feel home too, like I feel like it could be a home, like every time we go there, I feel like I don't want to leave, but that's how I feel. I feel like it's home.
That's how I feel every time I go to Vegas too. It's like Vegas is just a lit state, man.
Amen. Vegas kind of lit, too lit to be staying there.
Yeah. I don't know about if I would stay there. It's always going to be a good place to visit, but staying there, I don't know, because, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's just a party. It's just a party type of state, Right.
It's always busy. I like it, though. It don't play. I like Vegas.
Oh, yeah, man. And like I say, we just gotta stay focused, bro. Keep doing what we doing. We just gotta stay motivated. Stay motivated always. And, don't let nobody knock us off what we doing.
Right.
And, like I said, we're gonna keep, not everybody gonna like what we doing, but hey, you don't like what we doing, just keep scrolling,
You ain't trying to impress nobody, man.
Nah, bro.
Just gotta keep doing us.
Nah, man. The goal is to stand outside the box, not be like everybody else. Stick outside the box, because you're gonna always get respect. You're always gonna get respected more for being yourself.
Yeah, just keep being yourself. In any room, just be yourself. People don't like that though.
Nah, they don't, man. Yeah. So, out the whole cast of Cappin, who would you say was your favorite character?
I like Chef. I'm gonna keep going back to Chef. I feel like he funny, but he can be serious. He can act. I like Chef. I like everybody, but Chef, he kind of sticking out a little bit.
I would say my favorite one. I did like Donna's character because she was like a dirty cop, and we all know that that's not Donna's personality. But I feel like she did a good job, and being a dirty cop, and she did a good job. Sticking together with artists and TC. So,
man, let's get a shout out to LeBron too. Man.
Oh yeah,
girl Skinny.
Oh yeah, shout out to our homies LeBron and Skinny. Yep. Skinny is a part of the Strong System Mentality movement that we got. Shout out to LeBron. He was also a cast on Cappin, member on Cappin. So yeah, LeBron. LeBron came in like a pro, bro. He came and did his scenes like a pro, like he was Denzel, and came back and flew back out. Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. And I just bumped into him the other day. He was like, "Man, I do want to do more stuff with y'all." I said, "Yeah, bro. It's a lot of stuff that we can do. It's a lot of angles we can take, bro."
That's what I say, man. We keep the people we rock with in our circle, man. We keep doing things. We gonna do big things always. So.
Yeah, man. I would say, like I said, Donna was one of my favorite characters. I like the chef too. Like I said, Nick, everybody did a good job, bro.
Yeah. It's not no single nobody out. Everybody was doing their part as a team.
We gonna and like I say, whatever we do, like I said, we just finished this movie. Whatever we choose to do in the future, we got great people around us. So as long as we keep sticking together, that's all we got to do.
Like he's saying, we gotta just elevate each time.
Because we can go back and watch the whole season, and we can, I feel like you're gonna always say something like, you go back and watch the season, you go back and watch the episodes, you're gonna be like, oh, I could have did this better, I could have did that better. So you're gonna always learn. You're gonna learn from past experiences. You're gonna always grow. So it's always room to grow. Don't remember that, bro.
I feel like that was all of our first time acting.
Yeah.
So we was just getting started. So it's gonna look like that.
Yeah, bro. We even had my cousin out there acting, Yeah, the scene when he was trying to rough you up, I could tell, I was like, that was taking him a while to get that down pat, but I was like, I was like, as time went by, he got better. Cuz got better at what he was doing. Shout out to Cuzzo. Shout out to my Cuzzo DeLand. Yeah, he played Tash bodyguard, and then like I said, Tash dope. Shout out to Tash too, part of the cast of Cappin. Like I said, we had a lot of dope talent around us, man.
Yeah, everybody dope, man. You can't just take one.
Man. But we got so, like I said, we got so many more projects that we finna hit them with. We got a new clothing line. We ain't gonna say the name, but we got a new clothing line in the works. And like I said, we got Springer finna drop. We got an Easter event that we finna do next month for the kids. We just wrapped up our first film. We got skits on the way. And the soundtrack for the film finna be dope. So like I said, SMA is always working, man. And I can just say this, like we always say, stay motivated always, keep your head in the game, man. Don't let nobody knock you down. But I'm gonna let you close this out. Like I say, I'm happy with how 2026 is going so far. We got more things in store, so stay tuned, stay motivated always, man.
Piggyback off of you, like, stay motivated, let God lead the way. Keep praying. Let this year be the best year. You know, just keep grinding.
Oh yeah.
And next time we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep elevating. You know, that's how I feel. So stay motivated always.